Here's a look at a recap of your markets on this Monday, the second day of December. Take a look at what's going on at the auction barns around the state today. Callaway Livestock Center, as of this report, they're a little over halfway through their sale today. Couple of stick-out sales we found there. 29 head of 509-pound steers sold at $355. Had 41 head of 708-pound steers sell at $287 and a quarter. China livestock market, they're going to get awful close to their expected 1,000 head today. They had a full load of heifers weighing 700 pounds smooth sell at $261.75. At Joplin Regional Stockyards got their mid-session market. They're expecting to have about 9,500 head there today. Last week, of course, they had that giant yearling special with over 150 full loads of yearlings. This week, a lot more of the lightweight calves, seeing good demand from people buying for wheat pasture. The steers under 650 pounds, $5 to $30 higher. The heavier weight steers, $2 to $10 lower on a lighter offering of those heavyweights compared to last week. The heifer calves under 500 pounds, $10 to $20 higher. Heavier weight calves at mid-session, steady to $10 lower. The steers, medium and large ones, 400 to 500 pounds, $340 to $405. 5 to 6 weights at $290 to $360. 6 to 7 weights at $267 to $320. 7 to 8 weights at $256 to $279. 8 to 9 weights $242 to $268. 900 to 1,000 pound steers at $232.5 to $247. The feeder heifers in Joplin, 400 to 500 pounds, $295 to $340. 5 to 6 weights at $264 to $302. 6 to 7 weight heifers at $247 to $283. 7 to 8 weights at $239.5 to $250. 8 to 9 weights $224 to $238. Box beef cutout values. Choice closed the day at $313.01, up $249. Select at $277 even. That's up $2.70. Those values based on 80 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The Choice Select spread setting at $36.01. It's Monday, so of course, negotiated feedlot trade for the week at a standstill as everybody tries to get a feel for the week coming up. Last week's total volume, 79,753 head in negotiated sales. The weighted average price on the live sales, $190.03. That was up $3.56 from the previous week. Dress sales, $296.59, up $5.15 from the previous week. Futures markets. Cattle seen some pressure today. Live cattle for December, 45 lower, 187.52. February down 70, 187.92. January feeders, 256.85, down 262. March at 255.50, down 307. Lean hogs for December up $1.15, 83.22. February 87.95, up 162. Turning our attention now to the grain markets at the elevators around the state today. Soybean bids were mixed, 4 lower to 7 higher. Wheat was a penny lower to 14 higher. Corn 2 to 12 cents higher. At the elevators in St. Louis, corn bids 454 to 456. Kansas City 392 to 422. Soybean bids in St. Louis 1022. Kansas City at 950 to 1005. And wheat bids in St. Louis 547 to 567, Kansas City at 512. On the Board of Trade, corn for December, a penny and a half higher, 424.5. March was fractionally lower, down a half cent, 432.5. Soybeans, 4 1/4 lower on the January, 985 1/4. March was down a nickel at 991 even. December wheat up 5 1/4, 537.5. The rest of the contracts all slightly lower. March was 3/4 cent lower at 547 1/4. Soybean meal for December, $283.40 a ton. That's down $3.70. Soybean oil for December, $41.27 a hundredweight, down 34 cents. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Monday. This is Tony Hancock.